So the first question I got on Instagram. So if you want to ask me more, go on Instagram when I post at Remulla. Time management tips. I think that if you knew my family, I they'd say that I'm not the best person to ask for time management tips. I'll try. So when it comes to time management, I'm still learning a lot. I'm still trying to deal with how weird things are right now, especially in our pandemic situation. Because before it would just be, hey, go out, do stuff. Right now it's like you're home, you're on TikTok, you wake up, maybe you go to a Zoom meeting, all that stuff. And it's weird now because you have to be so disciplined, and it's hard. And I don't work for a company. I'm self-employed. So it's even harder, I think, to time manage. Cuz who's going to check on me? You know? Who's going to say like, "Oh, Trey, you have to do this by 5 p.m." Nobody. No one's going to tell me. I have to do it. And do I always succeed? No. But it is what it is. Next question. Oh, I didn't actually answer. Write down everything, and what I like to do is that I like to like write down something and like put a little box beside it, and then when it's done, check, and I just feel gratification. I felt like, oh my gosh, I did something. I feel great. So if that works for you, try it out. Somebody asked me, how do you keep yourself mentally afloat? Um, Mentally afloat is such a broad term. I think that one thing that helped me though was writing down every single thing that I feel. Again, I'm not the kind of person that shares the first thing I think about right away. I take a long, long time sometimes. Like I'll feel something one day. I'll take like a week to figure out what I'm really feeling. Then I'll say what I'm feeling a week after, or 2 weeks after, maybe a month after. Like that's just how I am. So how do I keep myself mentally afloat? I write down every single thing that I feel. It's what I've been doing for I think the past 3 years. I've really tried to focus on it in the past 1 year. And I think it's helped so much for me personally because I can read it back and I'm thinking, oh, this is what I feel, and no one's judging me. Now, maybe some people it's different. You need counseling, you need therapy, fine, great. That those are great things. I have my dog over there. If you're watching on video, if my dog's behind me right now. um, so when it comes to staying afloat, that's what I do. I write down everything I feel, no matter what it is, no matter how hard it is, no matter how um complicated feelings might be. I write it down. I try to understand it. I think the next step would be to like process it with other people. I haven't been doing that as much as I think I should, but that's the first one. My dogs decided to come in mid recording. I'm just like, hey, I'm recording here. They don't understand what this is. So that's what I try to do. I I write down everything I feel, no matter how weird it is, and it helps me so much. I end up typing sometimes for like 30 minutes to an hour, just writing down what I'm feeling, and it helps. It really does. Somebody asked me next questions. What's your go-to fit or style? I'll be honest with you. I'm a basic person. Uh, I like Uniqlo. I like plain stuff. Um, the only thing that's not plain in my closet are like things I got in the Ukai a few years ago. Those are fun. Those are fun clothes. But other than that, like most of my stuff is just like look what I'm wearing right now. I'm wearing a black hoodie. And that's not much. If you go to my Instagram, you'll see that there's some fits that I like to do. The work jacket, the folded up pants, loose, nothing too tight, especially in the lower area because flow is king. And just nice long socks or ankle socks. I'm really basic. On Tsuka, I guess. Is that interesting? Converse, Vans. I'm very basic. I'm very, very basic. Don't ask me. It's just about for me. It's just about like putting together stuff that looks good together. Like that's the fun part that I do with my outfits all the time. My go-to outfits are like a cat or like my khaki ish pants and my green pants and put a top on it like a black shirt or you know a tan hoodie or like a tan button up stuff like that. That's pretty much what I do. Nothing much. All right. All right. Next one is uh. So I posted this on my Instagram. I actually like replied to this on Instagram. I didn't put a reply to the actual question, but somebody said, "Do you miss her?" Right? Very vague. I'm wondering who's he talking about because this friend of mine has known me for years and years and years and years. So I don't know who's here. I don't know who he's referring to because it could be any one of the girls that I've had a relationship or I've dated, and he knows all of them. So he said, "Do you miss her?" And I'm thinking, who is she? Which one are you talking about? I messaged them, trying to make sure. So I messaged them and I said, "Who are you talking about?" He sent me two laughing emoji faces, and I'm like, "That's it? I don't know who you're talking about." I genuinely don't know who this person is referring to. I wish I did. Then I could give an answer, but I, I just don't think I can. So somebody asked me a broad question, and I don't really know how to answer it, but I'll try. She said, someone from my high school. Hey, what's up? She says, "Hi, what's up with you these days?" And I don't really know how to answer that on this podcast. Like what do you say? If you listen to this, then you kind of know where my mind's at. I think that reflects where my mind's at right now. I don't know how to answer this question. It's like, hey, what's up with you these days? Business. It's okay. It's fine. Not great. Not like super amazing. It kind of hit. It's at the point where it's like a plateau, and it's up to me on to figure out how to get out of that plateau and make it go back up. But I've been thinking a lot. I I've been trying to figure out my life recently. Oh, here's one thing that's interesting. I I was looking around and my friends are I've realized that I'm really like at that point in my life where my friends are in different seasons. And that's okay. That's not a bad thing. I'm grateful that they get to move on to different phases of their lives. So one of my best friends, two of my best friends, they're married. They're having a kid in like a month from now, from this recording. And I've been helping them move houses and all that stuff. My other set of friends, they're married. My other set of friends, they're in this relationship, long distance. One of them's employed. The other one's, has his own business. It's a really weird time in a person's life where you have so many, like, people and they're in different phases. Like, imagine that like 3 years ago, we were all in a party together, and like nothing was different, right? 3 years ago, we were all in the party together, and like, oh, it's fun. None of us are married. None of us have responsibility of a kid yet, or a house to care for. And now, everyone's just like, I'm so happy for them. And at the same time, I get confused where I'm like, where am I? And I'm not the only one who feels this way. I'm sure of that. There's like a bunch of you out there listening right now. You're like, oh my gosh, same, right? And yeah, same. Like literally, like about to have a kid. My other friend's married. They live, somewhere there, and I'm here. I have like two of my best friends are not even here in the country. Like one's in the States, the other one's in Canada. Weird, weird time. I'm very grateful. I'm very happy for them. it's just where my mind's been recently. You know, not that I want to rush myself. It's just where my mind's been. So just to wrap this off. So if I didn't answer your question, don't worry. There's gonna be more Q&Trays. I will post more. But just to wrap this up, I am very, very grateful for this platform that I have. It's weird because I know like this milestones that I've hit, 50th episode, 1 year into the show, all that stuff. And um as I said earlier, a lot of it's been so focused for me on the numbers where I'm thinking like, oh, what about the growth? What about the audience hit? I have to think about these things and I have to be very aware of it, and all that stuff. Where I failed to realize the real impact of it. Where I'm thinking like, oh, only a few episodes have over 1,000. I'm like, oh no, like what does this mean? Because I only have a few episodes over 1,000 downloads or 1,000 views on YouTube, all that stuff. And then a part of me is like, wait, like 800 downloads on an episode, that's a lot. 800 people? That's a lot. It's not top of the podcast world, but if I've tried to visualize 800 people, that's a lot of people. And let's say half of them finish it, that's 400 people listening to a whole conversation. If I try to imagine 400 people in the room, that's a lot of people. And I'm not here to say that, oh, I'm bragging, right? I'm not doing that. But I'm sure that there are a lot of people out there who are listening to this who feel the same way that I do. Where they think that, oh, I'm not hitting the numbers I want to hit, therefore I'm doing a bad job at creating. And I just want to remind these people that while the numbers are part of growth, it's not the only thing, and it's not the only measurement of growth. That's something that I'm still dealing with today. It's still something that I'm trying to internalize. Right? It's just not. It's not the only measurement for growth. There's a lot of measurements. There's how much fun are you having? How many lives are you impacting? What's the quality of the lives of those, even if there are few, if you've influenced 5 people to take a step out into what they really want to do, or you've taught 5 people certain skills that have helped them achieve something, that's one measurement of success that great. But if you have like 5,000 people who are listening to you, but they make no impacts in their lives, then I don't think that's or it didn't bring them joy or entertainment, then I don't think that's a successful podcast or show or whatever you do. Anyway, so I've been avoiding doing a solo episode for a while, for a minute, But I honestly love these episodes, like in the grand scheme of things, or in the way people listen, and I'm surprised. So if you want to hear more, please let me know. If there's certain topics you want me to discuss, please let me know. And if you're listening, thank you so much. Be sure to check out the White Stripe podcast. I have a few episodes coming out in the next few weeks. It's crazy because as I'm recording this, we have like what? 8 more weeks of the month. That's 8 more weeks of the year. Sorry, that's crazy. It's crazy. 2021 is almost done, and I only have a few more episodes. Not like 1 or 2, but like I don't have like 12 more episodes ready for the whole year. So just be sure to check out the White Stripe podcast on Instagram and Facebook. At White Stripe PH for Instagram and White Stripe Podcast for Facebook. If you want to connect with me, that's Trey Remulla. Everywhere you look. Oh, I started a TikTok, by the way. So if you're interested in looking at my TikTok, that's at Trey Remulla, or just search White Stripe. I think I'll come up. I think I will. Not sure. If you haven't yet, be sure to check out my most recent episodes. Love them. I think that around episode 47, 48 onwards, I've really hit something that I really like, and I want to keep that up. And I hope that you enjoyed as well, where we talk about stories that are not just trendy, but something that's more timeless, something that you can listen to 5 years from now and still have a great time listening to it. What else? What else do I want to say? What else do I want to say? Um, yeah. So go check out the shows online. White Stripe Podcast, White Stripe PH, TikTok, please. Like I want to make more TikToks. To be honest with you, I just tried it out, and might be something I do more because I'm there anyway. All right, so if you want to get to know me more, check out the other episodes. I have more solo episodes. Check out the most recent guest episodes on the show. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Subscribe. If you're on Spotify, hit follow. Please, it helps the show. Thank you, and I'll see you next week.